Absolutely.
Now, kids are back to school.
Yeah.
Students are back to school.
Yep.
Yesterday, you spoke to some of the students themselves.
Yes.
And today, we're going to hear from
We're going to hear from the
teachers.
teachers, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I spoke to a couple of teachers as well, Irene and Salim.
Nice.
At the St. Paul's Lutheran School, whilst I was there. Yeah, so let's take a look at what they said to us. All right, so I'm here at the St. Paul's Lutheran School, and I have two teachers with me. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves, and then let's find out how things have been as teachers from their perspective, what's going on. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about, what's your name first of all, and then what is school like? This is the second day of school. What has it been like?
Well, my name is Irene Makafui-Dobache, English teacher for JHS department. And school has been fun. It has been enlightening. We prepared a lot for them, so we are happy to have them back. We are grateful to God that we didn't lose any of our children to the COVID or our parents, and we are glad to have them back. We are doing everything possible to make sure everyone is safe.
Okay, so now you said that you've done a lot to prepare for them. All right, can you give us a sort of like a sense of, did you come early to school? What has that been like? How many weeks ago did you start preparing for the kids and all those things?
Okay, so a few weeks ago we had series of meetings actually. So we've had meetings to draft a plan, state the various things we need to pay attention to, and then we prepared extra Veronica buckets. As you can see, we have a lot of them provided. We got thermometer stands with the sanitizer dispenser, which no one has to touch. No one needs to even man it. Yes, okay. Thank you. We encourage them to have more than one mask, especially the disposable one in class. We tell them to bring their own hand sanitizer. They all have it, actually. Yeah, some even use napkins on their tables when they want to eat, so that in case the table got contaminated before the eating period, their food will not get contaminated. And we try to encourage them to avoid crowded areas. We monitor them a lot. We don't let them go for break. If we would have to let them go for break, they stay in class, take their breakfast. We encourage the parents to give them breakfast, warm breakfast, to come to school with it. And then we also give them lunch, very warm food at lunchtime. So I think we are doing a lot of things to make sure they are okay, both physically, mentally, and everything. Thank you.
All right. Now, what about you? What's your name, and what has school been like for you the last couple of days?
I'm Salim Swala. Since we came, we haven't encountered any major challenge yet. We don't know what will happen going forward. But for now, thank God, we haven't had it. Since we came, everything has been very, very smooth. As my colleague said, at the entrance we have Veronica buckets, we have sanitizers, we have automated thermometer guns, that you do not have to touch. And then in the classroom too, everything has been very, very okay. We've not encountered any problem. Yes, thank you.
So now, this is a private school. It looks like you've got all your issues sorted out and everything else. I don't know if you have any colleagues who are in other schools who are having a different experience than you have had so far?
Currently, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to my other colleagues from the other institutions. But so far, I have seen some on TV where some of the children in the other schools are not following the protocols. But here, we insist that they do. When I go to the classroom, for instance, I ensure that they all put on their nose mask before I even start the lesson. If you put it down. But the other challenge is that some of them find it difficult to breathe. When they are breathing, they find difficulty. When it happens like that, we either ask them to pull the nose mask down or step out for some few minutes and then come back to the classroom.
I think that's a very good idea, to step out of the class for a few minutes and then get back inside. Now, in terms of the children themselves, and then maybe even the parents, do you find that some parents maybe worried? Do the children complain about some of the protocols? I mean, apart from the masks, do they complain about some of the programs as in terms of them being too tedious? What do you generally get a sense of in terms of from the parents' side and the kids' side?
The first day, as of yesterday, we, of course, ordinarily, some of the parents would be genuinely worried about what is happening. They wanted to know exactly what we are doing. So they came to stand at the entrance of the school, a number of them. Okay, but when they saw the arrangement at the entrance, I'm sure they were satisfied. So most of them left satisfied. In the classroom, the children, we haven't had any complaint. We haven't had any complaint. The one I told you about is the fact that they get tired being in the nose mask. Sometimes they just want to get fresh air. We give them the opportunity to step out and take the fresh air. Yes.
So thank you very much. We've been speaking to Irene and Salim, and they've been sharing some of their experiences with us here at the St. Paul's Lutheran School.
So there you have it. Some teachers actually sharing how they've been, setting in place measures to ensure that our students are safe. And if you are watching this right now and you're a teacher, and you're not doing this, you're walking around your school without a face mask on, you're not helping the students comply by the COVID-19 protocols, we hope that you use this as a reference to start doing the right thing, because we have to be each other's keepers. There's only so much that the government can do. There's only so much that GES can do. On a micro level, we all have to do our bit. So if you wake up every day and you tell yourself, I'm going to ensure that no student in my classroom gets COVID-19, no student in my classroom lacks access to water, soap, tissue, we will all be fine when the school semester is over.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I like I said yesterday, I'm impressed with what St. Paul's Lutheran has done, and I think that some of these schools need to be highlighted by the GES and used as models for, models and standards for people for the others to, emulate.